Hey, welcome back. I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, I'm going to give you my top 10 plus one honorable mention of the cartoon collection version of Origins figures in 2024. This is my list, and I hope you will give me your list of your top 10, top 5, or top 3 cartoon collection figures of 2024. Starting at number 10 and working my way up to number 1 to being my overall favorite figure of 2024 of the cartoon collection. All right, so here they all are. These are the ones I have picked as my overall favorite and more excited figures, because the entire cartoon collection from the get-go has been an absolutely amazing figures in the Origins line. All right, so here they all are. All right, and this is going to be an inbox only review, guys. All right, so this will be like more like a rapid fire. So not rapid fire, but you're gonna hear a lot of things like awesome and just detail a lot from me from this review here, everybody. All right, so give me 1 second here. All right, I'm going to get these guys out of the way. We'll start at number 10, or I guess we should do the honorable mention first. So hang on, everybody. All right, everybody, here we go. So, like I said before, oops, sorry for the shaky cam. So, like I said before, this was a very hard list to do because I've absolutely loved the cartoon collection from the get-go. But, like I said, any of these figures could be in this list because how amazing they are. But my first and only honorable mention is Mer-Man here. There he is right there. I mean, what an incredible version of Mer-Man here. Capturing, and you hear this a lot too, they have absolutely captured the look and feel of Mer-Man with this figure here. He looks amazing. Of course, you have the the 80s Adventures logo, He-Man right there. The Mer-Man, the Ocean Warlord. Look at this. I mean, come on. You got the cartoon collection version. I mean, you got the Trident right there. It would have been kind of cool to get the well, you got the Crimson. Is that the Crimson Pearl? I gotta remember. Yes, you did. Oh, the Pearl of Power. Okay, not the Crimson Pearl. That was the episode where Teela was, finding who she, her mother was. I think that would have been a nice, add-on for the item. But Mer-Man here, incredible figure, and that's why he's my honorable mention right here. All right, now on to my top 10 list right here. Now they're coming at number 10. Speaking of Teela, here we go. Here she is right there. There's old Teela coming at number 10 for me. All right, once again, you got the old school but beautiful. I mean, background of He-Man and Mouse Universe with the stars and the sky. It looks beautiful. You got Teela, the heroic warrior princess, and look at the face sculpt. What I love about this version of Teela, first of all, the like Mer-Man and all these other figures, they captured her Filmation version perfectly. And look at the face sculpt. The face sculpt looks amazing. I mean, every detail on this figure is incredible. From her shield to her sword that we've seen quite a few times in Filmation. Perfect. Her training robot right there. We get the cartoon collection right there. I mean, but coming at number 10 for me is Teela. All right. All right. So moving on to number 9 is kind of her evil counterpart in a way, and that of Evil Lyn. And just like Teela, they did something really cool. They gave her not that iconic yellow skin tone from her 80s variant, from the vintage line and from the vintage origin line, but there's like this yellowish tone to her skin tone, which I do like. Kind of paying tribute in a way when I see this version of Evil Lyn, which I love. Comes with the shaping staff, a very unique wand here. I don't remember her wand look. Maybe it was, but regardless, this is a very cool version of Evil Lyn. Now, it would have been nice to get the cape. I won't see that. That's one downside, but I do love this version of Evil Lyn. The face sculpt looks great. Everything with that same iconic look of her that we've seen through the Origins line and Masterverse. With this, even with the 2000X vibes, get the 2000X vibe mixed in with the 80s variant or the vintage Origins version of Evelyn. But still, she comes in at number 9. Oh, of course, let's look at the artwork right here. And I guess I didn't do that with Teela, so I do apologize for that, everybody. So look at the artwork of Teela here next to Evelyn's, right there. I gotta do like one. I gotta do one video where what's the top 5 or top best artwork of the Masterverse and Origins lines. But there you go. All right. So there's number 10 and number 9. Okay. All right. Now coming in at number 8. Right. I got it in 10. 9. Yep. 8. Of course, is a more recent figure. And they knocked it out of the park here. I mean, coming at number 8 for me is Montana here. Compared to his vintage version look, which is an iconic look, this is the version of Montana that I remember when I used to watch, you know, the Princess of Power or He-Man. This version, it captured it perfectly. I mean, that's all I can say. It looks incredible. It even functions like his vintage counterpart. He's got that more skinnier tone to him. What's in the filmation? It looks perfect. He looks great. Of course, the more the newer background with Hordak with the Princess of Power sticker right there for the She-Ra's 40th anniversary. You got He-Man and Master Universe. The more it's got that more sinister look to it in the background with the smoke and the flames, where like it looks like the Horde is attacking Eternia. It's invading Eternia, and Grayskull they're about to take over and take Grayskull. But with Montana here, and yes, in some of these figures I do not have loose in my collection, and I'm still on the hunt for, and they're very hard because it's Christmas time, and so I'm just gonna play the waiting game and hopefully find these figures to unbox with you guys. And Montana, yes, is one of those. But, I mean, maybe when I get them unboxed, I might change my mind. I will say that. But for right now, what I'm looking at right now is a perfect version of Montana. Even from his legs, the details right there. Got the cartoon collection right there. His Horde symbol. Everything about this figure is amazing. All right. Of course, the backdrop right there, or the artwork right there of Shadow Weaver, which we still need in Origins. I'm sure she'll be coming soon, sometime in 2025. But there he is. This is my number 8 favorite figure of all time, in 2024. All right. Now coming in at number 7 is another bad guy. And one, like all the other figures we have gotten from him, and who, because I'm going to say, is Trapjaw. For the first time ever, I feel like with all the other versions of Trapjaw, this one is my absolute favorite. Because this overall look of him, all right, from his, with his, face sculpt, his articulated mouth, from his pink, and some things sometimes I forget that in the Filmation cartoon, his mechanical arm is pink, not black, and so and when I saw him, it kind of dawned on me, like, duh, yes, I mean, look at this, I mean, come on, look at it from his weapons of choice, from the detail from him, the cartoon collection here. I was very excited to get this version of Trapjaw in the collection. He was a must. I mean, he was a no-brainer, when it came to the cartoon collection. One of Skeletor's, head bad guys, in the circle of council of evil doers right there. Look at that. Look at the eyes. Look at that. And it also captures that same, you can put that same rope, and on top of his helmet, so you can like glide down Grayskull from that vintage, figure. Everything about this figure I absolutely love, and that's why he comes in at number 7. Of course, there's the artwork right there, And he came with a really cool. I remember this episode too when he took a bite of the Eternium rock right here, giving him enhanced strength. And there's old Mer-Man right there. All right. Now coming in at number 6, where's she at? There she is. Probably the best version of She-Ra, in my mind. Here, right here. Here's old She-Ra here. We just got her right here. I mean, with all the other versions of She-Ra that we have received, in my mind, they've nailed it right here with this version of She-Ra. Of course, you have her. This is her anniversary. This is her time to shine now, and they did a great job, an amazing job with everything, with the head sculpt, with the look, the overall look of her, with the detail in her face, from her outfit, giving us a proper sword of protection. And yes, and sword of protection / shield. No other items, but that's regardless. They did a great job. I love this version of She-Ra. With all the other She-Ras we have looked at through through this channel, this one here is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I love this version of She-Ra. Look at the detail. From her boots to her sword of power or sword of protection. The fake sculpt looks great. Her cape, which would be kind of nice to get a soft, good cape. But still, an amazing version of She-Ra. Alright. Look at that. Come on. Another Horde member I hope to get very soon. Some Horde troopers there. I can't remember at the top of my mind. This figure, I think this was She-Ra's love interest, or at least Adore's love interest, I think. I can't remember off the top of my mind the name of this person here, so I do apologize. But beautiful artwork, as always. All right, and that's why she comes in at number 6. Right there. All right. Coming in at number 5, we just looked at him yesterday. And number 5 to me is Hordak here. Just like She-Ra, they absolutely captured him. Like with all the figures in this list. The one thing they have done perfectly is capture the overall look of these figures coming right off the screen in the Filmation cartoon. I can't say nothing but good things about this Hordak here. For the first time, you got more head movement with the figure. It would have been nice, yes, it would have been nice to get like an arm cannon with him. I will admit that was one of his down points in my mind. But regardless, it's about the detail of the figure, the overall look of his armor to his face sculpt. I mean, look at this. They have done an amazing job of this incredible figure here. I mean, I can't say nothing but with all these figures. I mean, like I said, this is a very hard list to do, and any of these figures through this whole year is an amazing. You can do any of these figures, and you would. I mean, and you'd be absolutely right. You'd be absolutely right of how incredible these figures have been, and I'm looking forward to more figures to come out in the cartoon collection. But Hordak here, there he is. But the more, like, what I think I like about this one more than the other variants of Hordak we've gotten, and I think I said this in yesterday's review, is the smaller head sculpt, which allows you more movement inside his armor. With the other variants of Hordak, the top part right there was a part of his head sculpt. So there's very little movement. All right, that whole thing was, the top of his armor was basically his head, basically. Infused with his armor. With this one, there's more movement right there. All right. There's some great artwork right there. All right. All right, everybody, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. I do hope that you will give me your top 5, your top 10, your top 3 favorite cartoon collection figures of 2024. But number 4 to me, we just saw him more recently in the Mattel Creations exclusive look, and it was the San Diego Comic-Con Too Bad figure here. All right, just like, I mean, I I absolutely love this artwork right here, and I love the packaging. It's very unique. It's very different from we've gotten. I love the two. You can have a 2-in-1 figure. You have two figures, or you can make it into three or one. I guess you can say 2-in-1 figure. I mean, you can have them separately. You can have them together. You can mix them. I mean, it's perfect. I love this background. I love Skeletor with his Havoc staff and like shooting his magic, his Havoc magic against these two, warring captains, and merging into this very cool, very unique Too Bad, which I love right here. And of course, you have Tuvar and Batra right there. And of course, right there on the side is his other torso. Very easy to put together. The legs come off very easily. The detail of these two iconic, villains are amazing. Right there. And like I said before, in the Mattel Creations exclusive or, favorite list, the package does not close in on itself like we would think. It would close this way. So it closes up like that, and it comes around. You have it's almost like bookshelves in a way, but you got a shot right there of the two, warring captains, now merged into one, having to work together. I love it. The purple and, the whole artwork itself with Snake Mountain in the background there. Gorgeous. Of course, when you open it up right there, you got some beautiful artwork right there of this incredible scene of these two figures here being merged by Skeletor to do his building. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And that's why he comes in they come in, I guess, at number 4. All right. All right, everybody, we're getting down to our final 3. This is getting into the medal rounds. And for this, for getting 3rd place, is the only vehicle we have received in the cartoon collection, and a vehicle we have never received before, which is very surprising. Which I think that's true. I think that's true. An iconic vehicle from the Filmation cartoon, and a must for any collector. And who I'm talking about? And speaking of collector, we are talking about the Filmation version of the collector. I mean, they have absolutely nailed. Mattel has absolutely nailed this perfectly. And I do have it right. Where's that? I do have it. So, let's look at the artwork, but I do have it loose in right here. We can take a look at it a little bit closely. The artwork is incredible, and I'm looking forward to. This gives me hope. First of all, look at the artwork, but it gives me hope of the anything Filmation style based vehicles. I would love to get a Filmation style attack track. In this line. I mean, come on. I mean, I feel like that's going to be happening very soon with this collection here from the Origins cartoon collection, giving us that vintage attack track cartoon collection or Filmation style version of the attack track. But with the collector here, I mean, beautifully done. The artwork looks great. You got Man-at-Arms, you got Battle Cat. There is old collector right there grabbing He-Man. They got a beautiful shot of Grayskull and all the Sky Sleds and the Talon Fighter. I mean, beautifully done. It seats 3. Getting around the back right here. Nice little glamour shot right there of this incredible vehicle here. I love the artwork too. I love the capture here they've done with giving us all these Filmation figures here. Any of these figures right here, which you can see here. And I love the Filmation style or the actual Snake Mountain from Origins in the background. I love that. But any of these figures, as I mentioned, for the most part, you could have given us, well, some of them are from 2023. I will admit that. But some figures you got Spikor and Clawful here. You have, this is a great version of Webster here, I got to admit. But all of these figures are amazing. Now, with the vehicle itself, right here. All right, get this packaging back up here. I love the vehicle here. Like it says, it seats 3. It's really cool. The only downside I will say about this figure or this vehicle here is that it had the option of having a flight stand included with this, kind of like the Roton, if you remember that. And they did not include that, so that's my only letdown with this right here. Let's see if I get the thing opened up here. I don't want to. There we go. I love the interior right there. You got the gold seat for Skeletor. I mean, you can hold his weapons if you wish. You can hold you can hold three figures, into this really cool vehicle, and that's why this is number 3 on my overall list. Favorite cartoon collection in 2024. All right, now we're down to silver and gold, and getting the silver medal is a figure that is my absolute favorite figure of all time, and first time ever getting like a Filmation variant of him ever, and that of Tri-Klops. I mean, I had to include him in the list as he got the silver medal. I mean, everything about this figure I love. All right, I love his face sculpt. A very different take, somewhat in a way, of what we have received in the past, in a way, with the different hair, the look of him. It's very plain Jane, but I love it. I love his, it's perfect. Like I said before, they've absolutely captured his overall look from the Filmation cartoon, with his head sculpt, with his armor, no weapons. I don't think he had no weapons. I don't think. No, because he was more he's more like the evil counterpart of Mechanic in a way. He was the spy, using his advanced vision to, see with all different visions for He-Man or his friends to come by. Then later on, he became more of a kind of like an evil version of Man-at-Arms with more tech savvy, versions of himself in the 2000s. That's why I get with Tri-Klops. But I love his head sculpt. I love his armor right there. He looks great. He's got the browner hair. You got the brown trunks right there. Got the cartoon collection. Everything. I mean, because he's my overall favorite figure of the Master Universe. But I love this version of Tri-Klops for the first time getting, when seeing him. It's about excitement too. If you remember, if you mentioned, it's about overall excitement. And when I first saw him in the Filmation cartoon, when Skeletor summoned all his bad guys in his council, he was part of that, all right, which I loved. And when I saw him, I had to get him. When he was first announced, he was a must. But there's that great shot right there. Beautiful artwork right there. The royal cousin right there. But I love it. I absolutely love it. This line is nailing it, by the way. All right. But there can only be one. There's only one figure that is my number 1 figure of all time. And this was number 1 from the get-go, even with Tri-Klops here. I mean, and this right here, let's get it out here first of all. This is a Target exclusive, by the way. This is the Prince Adam Cringer 2-pack here. And what they have done here. Now, believe it or not, I love Adam. First of all, I love the artwork. I love it picks Adam perfectly. Just laying back, kicking back, just enjoying life, not a care in the world. Where we get the bad guys right there. I mean, just relaxing and just having a great time, just enjoying life. And they've perfectly, once again, like She-Ra, they gave us the proper power sword, not the purple or pink power sword. He looks great, regardless of no flocking of the jacket, that's fine. The pink is perfect. First of all, the pink on the jacket is incredible. The face sculpt looks great. I love the extra head sculpt right here of Adam here, just smiling, kicking back. The artwork looks beautiful. But to me, the star of this packaging is Cringer. For the first time ever, I mean, except for classics, we got a proper Cringer here. And a more updated version of the cat with more articulation in the cat here. When we got Battle Cat and Panther, more movement in the joints, I guess I can say. But what I love about Cringer is they captured his face sculpt perfectly. I love his face sculpts. Both of these are amazing. I love this Cringer is perfect. Adam is great. I love the overall detail of this packaging here. The artwork is beautiful. Look at the background here. Look at this backdrop right here. I mean, look at Cringer. That says it all right there. I love Cringer. He's scared, but he's willing to help He-Man or Prince Adam. I love that shot of Grayskull right there. Beautiful, probably the best artwork here, in my opinion, in the cartoon collection with this version of Prince Adam and Cringer. You got Zor right there. Hopefully, some point in 2025, we'll get another, wave of figures, and hopefully the Sorceress from the cartoon collection. I mean, come on. I mean, that's got to be a no-brainer here. But I love this. This is my number one figure or figures of 2024 in the cartoon collection. All right, guys. But there you go, everybody. There's my top 10 plus one honorable mention, list of 2024 of these amazing figures. And I cannot wait. I think Faker and Leech and Katra are the next set to come out very soon, hopefully in January and beyond. We got that see-through, that visible Skeletor coming out, and Frosta. So there's going to be quite a few figures in the Prince of Power, I hope, coming in 2025 in the cartoon collection. But so we're moving ahead to the next year, and I cannot wait, all right, for more figures of the cartoon collection. All right, guys, I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. This has been a lot of fun. Of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell when I upload new videos. And tomorrow, I will give you my list of my overall favorite Masterverse Mattel Creation exclusives on the channel tomorrow. So I do hope you will join me for that. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. And I'll see everybody on Thursday. Take care and have a good one, everybody.